Most people think the Bermuda Triangle is a myth, a campfire story for sailors. They are wrong. In the last century alone, over 1,000 lives and 100 massive vessels have vanished into this patch of the Atlantic. But here is the part the Coast Guard won't tell you. When they find the ships, they are often perfectly intact. The food is still warm on the table, the lifeboats are still strapped to the deck, but the people, they aren't just dead, they are erased. Today, we are going beyond the ghost stories. We are diving into declassified sonar maps that reveal massive artificial structures 2,000 feet below the silt. We are looking at electronic fog that can bypass the laws of time, and we are finally answering the question the world has been too afraid to ask. Is the Bermuda Triangle a graveyard, or is it a machine? And is it still running? Let's look at the evidence they tried to redact. December 5th, 1945, Flight 19. This wasn't a group of rookies. These were combat-hardened pilots in 5 TBM Avenger bombers. The weather was ideal, yet 3 hours into the flight, the radio transmissions turned from routine to terrifying. Lieutenant Charles Taylor didn't report a mechanical failure. He didn't report a storm. He reported the white water. He said, "Everything is wrong. Even the ocean doesn't look like it should." Think about that. How does the ocean look wrong to a man who spent his life over the Atlantic? Some experts suggest he wasn't looking at water anymore. He was looking at a massive discharge of methane hydrates. Imagine the sea floor suddenly belching a bubble of gas miles wide. The water loses its density. The ship doesn't sink. It literally falls through the ocean. The plane doesn't crash. The air becomes too thin to provide lift, and it drops like a stone into a void. No debris, no oil slick, just silence. But gas doesn't explain the radar, and it certainly doesn't explain what was found in 2012. Using high-resolution sonar, a team of researchers detected 2 massive, smooth, glass-like structures at the center of the triangle. These are not rock formations, they are pyramids. They are 3 times the size of the Great Pyramid of Giza. And the most chilling part, the water flowing through them is moving at speeds that suggest they are hollow. Is it possible that an ancient civilization, or something not from this earth, built a massive energy grid on the ocean floor? If these pyramids are active, they would create a massive electromagnetic field, a field so strong it could rip the true north away from a compass and create what pilots call electronic fog. Bruce Jernan, a veteran pilot, flew into this fog. He described a tunnel of clouds that felt like it was grabbing his plane. He entered the cloud in Miami, and 3 minutes later, he was over the Bahamas. He had traveled 100 miles in seconds. He didn't fly there. The space between the 2 points simply vanished. If you still think this is just luck, look at the USS Cyclops. March 1918, a 540-foot steel giant carrying 11,000 tons of manganese and 306 souls. It was the largest ship in the US Navy at the time. It disappeared without a single SOS. Not one piece of the ship was ever found. Not a life jacket, not a scrap of wood. The Navy's official statement, quote, "The disappearance has been a complete mystery, no more baffling than if the ship had been snatched up by some giant sea monster," end quote. But why did the Navy stop the investigation? Why were the families told to stop asking questions? Declassified memos suggest the Cyclops hit a magnetic vortex, an area where the gravity is so distorted that the ship's hull didn't just break, it imploded. Under enough gravitational pressure, steel doesn't snap, it turns to dust. So why the secrecy? Why does every government agency play down the triangle? The answer is simple: global trade. The Bermuda Triangle is the main artery for the world's economy. If the public knew that there were unpredictable gravity wells or ancient energy grids active in these waters, the insurance industry would vanish overnight. Shipping lanes would close. The world economy would freeze. They have to tell you it's a myth. They have to tell you it's human error. Because the truth that we are sharing the planet with a force we cannot control is too terrifying to admit. As we look at the map today, the triangle remains a blank spot in our understanding of the planet, a place where the rules of the universe simply don't apply. Are we looking at a graveyard or a doorway? The deeper we go, the more it seems that the ocean isn't hiding the truth, it's protecting it. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and tell me in the comments, do you think the pyramids are still down there, or are they waiting for us to find them? Thanks for watching, stay safe, and stay away from the mist.